Pistons fans, we got some news to talk about, some rumors. Jerami Grant and the Boston Celtics are always chilling around as I usually do, looking for some NBA news to talk about. And then I look at Bleacher Report and I see that the Boston Celtics are interested in Jerami Grant. And then CBS Sports and a whole bunch of other news websites reported that the Boston Celtics are interested in Jerami Grant. Now we need to make that clear, all right? Boston, they are interested in Grant. The Pistons are not currently actively shopping Jerami Grant, okay? It's not like we called Danny Ainge up or any other team up. It's not like we called him and be like, hey, Jerami Grant is available. No, they are interested in Grant, okay? I need to make that clear. Troy Weaver currently is not the one shopping him, okay? I want to make that clear. Now, and it's also been reported that the Boston Celtics said that Jerami Grant is one of their top targets, okay? So he's like near the top of their list out of all the guys they want near the trade deadline. So I'm going to give y'all my opinions on this. So, look, all right, Jerami Grant, right? We just signed him on a 3-year deal. He came to Detroit, $60 million we gave him. He came to Detroit so that he can bet on himself and prove himself, okay? He's came here and had a breakout season, okay? NBA fans all across and all teams should be keeping an eye on Jerami Grant, okay? We know what he can do now. So with him playing this good, obviously teams are going to start to be interested in him. A lot of teams are going to be interested in him. Now, I feel like first off, the teams that are near the bottom of the Eastern and Western Conference, I hang up the phone as soon as I hear them calling, okay? Honestly, I don't want to hear from bottom feeder teams in the Eastern Conference. I don't want to hear from them. The only teams that I will answer the phone to will be teams near the top of the Eastern Conference and the top of the Western Conference, and that's even if I would consider trading Jerami Grant. Now, if you could trade Jerami Grant, which I'm not saying we should do, but let's just, play this game real quick, okay? Let's say we do trade Jerami Grant. This is what I need. I need a solid, and I mean a really solid player in return, okay? And I need 2 first-round picks, and I need multiple second-round picks because Jerami Grant is just that darn good, okay? Drew Holiday, I think he went for 2 first-round picks when he got traded to Milwaukee, okay? And they gave up a solid player in return, okay? Okay, so for any team that wants Jerami Grant, you must give me multiple first and second round picks, and you must give me a solid player in return because Jerami Grant is that darn good. Now, if we're talking about Boston specifically, Boston, I like Boston. I like their roster. They're near the top of the Eastern Conference, so they could really use somebody like Jerami Grant. But in Boston's situation specifically, I would have to say no for these reasons. Now, the only players that I would run, honestly, off Boston is Tatum, Brown. They darn sure aren't giving up Tatum. That's their guy. And they're darn sure ain't giving up Brown because he's their second guy, okay? They're not giving up Tatum and they're not giving up Brown. So who am I going to get? Marcus Smart, some of your other average players. Okay, if you were to give me one of your average players, I would need multiple first-round picks. And then will Boston be willing to do that? I don't think Boston would be willing to do that because for the past recent years, Boston has held on to these first-round picks like it's nobody's business, okay? I feel like every single year near the trade deadline, we always hear Boston in trade talks talking about, oh, are they going to trade for Ben Simmons, James Harden? Are they going to give up all of their first-round picks finally to end up getting these assets? I feel like every single year Boston always does. It's always talk from Boston. They're going to give up first-round picks, but it never actually happens, okay? Boston, I feel like they're going to do what they always do. They're not going to give up their first-round picks. They're going to keep hoarding those first-round picks and not give them up for Grant. And that's unfortunate because if I was Boston, if I was the Celtics, I would give up first round, second round, and a solid player like Marcus Smart for Jerami Grant. That's what I would do if I was Boston. But that's not the way they operate over there in Boston. They like to hoard these picks and pick up guys like Robert Williams, Romeo Langford, Taco Fall even. They like to keep these picks and they hope that someday these guys become something special. So Pistons fans, let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section below. Me personally, with Boston specifically, I am saying no. If they call me, you're going to give up Marcus Smart and what else? A 1 second round pick? That's just not good enough for Jerami Grant in my opinion. You have to give me a lot, and I mean a lot, for me to give up Jerami Grant, a guy we just signed in this past offseason. So Pistons fans, let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank y'all for 1K. I'm out.